So today I want to talk about if your habits are vague, then your brain always finds a way out of doing them. And this is more of a conversation of motivation versus discipline. And motivation is a tricky one. Anytime someone says in conversation, they don't have motivation for something, it always flags a little thing in my brain because I just think, yeah, of course, Of course, sometimes you don't have motivation for something because that's how motivation works. And that's why using discipline rather than motivation is so important. So the thing is, when I'm going back to habits, is, when you have vague habits, for example, I'm going to work out today, or I'm going to do some reading today, you don't really have an accountability factor of that actual thing that you have to do. So your brain doesn't really tie it to like a goal or a to-do or something like that. And if it's not clear, then it's just easy to skip. So what I want to talk about is, having discipline, because discipline is systems. Discipline allows you to choose exactly what you want to achieve in the day and achieve it without needing motivation. It's like a non-negotiable thing. You just look at the list and that's what you have to do, and you have to stay disciplined to do it. But with motivation and no clear goals, it's just super hard. So a couple of examples would be, instead of saying, I'm going to work out today, it would be like, I'm going to do 20 push-ups today. You do the 20 push-ups and you tick it off your list. Or instead of, I'm going to read today, you say, I'm going to read 10 pages, and you read 10 pages and you tick it off. And these simple things just remove the pressure and remove the need for motivation. It's just like, okay, that's what I have to do. That's what I'll do. And that's discipline. The thing is, as well, if you have habits that you might not necessarily be able to achieve, or that are too hard initially, then also you're going to fail. So you have to start off small, put everything on a habit list, make discipline everything, wash the dishes, cook your breakfast, something like that, and then tick that off and then just slowly build it up. So all my habits just have a yes or no outcome. I have to-do lists set up. I have tasks, like tasks that take under 5 minutes, deep work tasks, and part of my daily discipline is to complete all those tasks. And I plan them the previous day, which really helps, because if you wake up and you don't have a clear direction on what your day is going, then you're just setting yourself up for failure. And I'm not saying everything has to be boring. You have to do these annoying discipline tasks every day. You can obviously have time off and have weekend days, but I'm just saying sort of 80-90% of the time, if you're trying to achieve something, especially when you're in a situation like me where I have no 9 to 5, I have nowhere to be, I have to plan my day around habits and disciplines like this. Otherwise, I'm just going to go in holiday mode. I'm just going to go watch YouTube recommendations on Netflix all day. So the key message is just try and avoid the whole motivation thing. Try and say, oh, I'm not motivated to work out today. Oh, I'm not motivated to work today. Because, yeah, of course, everyone has that. People aren't motivated all the time. And just try and switch your mindset to being more discipline orientated. And for me, that has helped tremendously. I never used to be someone with a high motivation, but I've just put systems in place, put these discipline systems, put these to-do, put these calendar things in my daily plan, and it's really helped. And I've actually made so much progress doing things this way. So it's such a huge thing, even though it's so simple. And that's just how you stay consistent. And as I said previously, if you're starting out, put everything on your to-do list and just make it so simple that you can't even fail. And then after a few days, it'll be a habit, you'll be ticking it off, and then you can start to actually put these things that you want to achieve on the list. And you can sort of trial and error things, some things that, maybe you'll put on there and you're like, damn, I couldn't do that today. And then you can adjust it into smaller tasks, things like that. But I think this is a super important topic to talk about because it's just one of those fundamental things you can improve and you can do in your everyday life, and it will make a drastic difference. So, short video today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.